Okay, so continuing in Sota, yesterday we were talking about soulmates, and we were saying it's as difficult for God to get soulmates together as it was for God to split the Red Sea. All the Jews were stuck in Egypt, were coming out. We thought it was hopeless. We went to the Red Sea, and God split the Red Sea, and we got out of there. So, in other words, like to get our soulmate would seem really hopeless. Really, it would seem like depending on a miracle. Okay, so today in Sota we read Gemara asks, is that so that a man is matched to a woman according to his actions? But Rav Yehuda says that Rav says 40 days before an embryo is formed, a divine voice, a bas kol, issues forth and says, the daughter of so-and-so is destined to marry so-and-so, and such a house is destined to be inhabited by so-and-so, and such a field is destined to be farmed by so-and-so. In other words, everything's predestined. So if everything's predestined, why would it be difficult for God to make a match? You know, if it's predestined that Jack and Jill get married, then why is it a big deal for God to make the match? It's already predestined. So the clearly states that these matters, including marriage, are decreed for a person even before he's formed. The Gemara answers, it's not difficult. The statement that Rabbi Yehuda says in the name of Rav is with regard to a first match, a zivug, a soulmate. While the statement of Rabba bar Hana in the name of Rabbi Yochanan is with regard to a second match. The first match is decreed in heaven. The second match is according to one's actions. In other words, if we're young and perfect and everything, God gives us our soulmate. You know, it's like all set up, and it's kind of easy. And then if we mess it up, if we have a divorce, something bad, we have to try again. It's harder. It's harder. That's what the Gemara says. So it's back to having hope versus getting caught in hopelessness. You know, nearly everyone I meet, they had a hard time with relationships, something, and everyone is single, you know, and they've been trying for a while. Some people get kind of hopeless, down, get in a rut. So here the Gemara is saying, yeah, it's true. Saying, yeah, it's true. If we didn't get it right the first time, the second time's harder. It's according to our actions. But in Sefer Midot, which is Rabbi Nachman's first book, he says that we can everyone can change their match through prayer. Everyone can you know, if someone's in a rut and feels hopeless, they can become hopeful through prayer. They can magnetize their soulmate to them through prayer. Magnetizing is the idea that if we're doing what's right, we magnetize what's good in our life to us, like a magnet draws it. And if we're doing what's bad, we dull our magnet and stuff becomes harder and more distant. And that's back to sexual purity, which I was talking about a few days ago, that for men, if we're very holy and pure and we save up all our energy, that creates like a magnetism. They talk about someone having a magnetic personality. It means they have a lot of energy and it's working in the right kind of way, and it pulls good things to them. So we want to make ourselves magnetic, and if we missed our soulmate, our easier soulmate, our first soulmate, okay, so we get over it. We get over it. We go on, and even if someone's married 2 times, 3 times, 4 times, the second match, it's always called the second match. The Gemara is just talking about the first match, the ideal match, you know. Yeah, so everyone should be blessed to magnetize their soulmate, marry their soulmate, and live happily ever after.